Listen, make sure you like this video as you are coming in. Make sure you like it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is up, y'all? It's your girl Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. Listen, this time, honey, I'm back to talk about Destiny Payton. I was doing some research. I just wanted to see more of what she was saying over there with, her fake therapist, counselor. I don't know who that lady is, honey, okay? I need to see proper documentation because, girl, your client was out of order at that reunion. Out of order. It was giving desperate destiny. Okay, because she was reaching for stuff, honey, out of the crack of her behind. And then another point I forgot to mention, you guys, is the girl wasn't even there for the stuff, some of the stuff that she accused Melody of. Why are you speaking on Shiggity and you wasn't even there? I swear the people that don't even be there, they know the most about what you do, and they was nowhere around. Okay, don't I know it? I done had so many people, yeah, you did this, and I said, were you there? Well, no, I had heard, I don't care what you heard, because people are very selective on what they claim they hear. Okay? And if people don't like you, they will always hear bad things about you because that's what they want to hear, okay? Listen. But yeah, she had some people, Destiny, had people coming in on her show, calling in, saying, oh, well, the way that Nell did Destiny, Nell really betrayed her. And how did Nell betray Destiny with the truth? Nell and Chris was very honest. They didn't even flat out tell you they don't want nothing to do with you. That's what most people would have did. They were very kind. Because I was like, if y'all don't just come out with it. But yeah, they told Destiny the truth. We don't want you in our family. You're not a good woman. Okay? You're not a good woman. I told y'all, Destiny is the type of woman that she is in it for what she can get from people. She doesn't provide much. She plays the victim, and that will be the basis of her relationship with you. It will be about what she can get out of you, how she can benefit, and that will be it. Okay? She's a leech. And she did what most leeches do, which is when they can't leech no more off of you, then they want to, they want to embarrass you, okay? And air your business out there and make people question and doubt who you say you are. She wanted to dissolve Melody's reputation. Okay, that's what it was about. I'm trying to bring you down to where I am. You didn't see Melody having that energy with her. You gotta look at that. It's very personal. Very personal. Okay? She's jealous of Melody's success, of her work ethic. She's jealous of, Melody's supporters. Melody got a lot of people rooting for her. And bitches like Destiny, they don't like that. Okay? They don't like that. They want to put you in lowest terms. Destiny is crazy as hell. This is definitely somebody that feels like they could do you any kind of way, but they are not to receive that same energy. She's sitting up here talking about Miss Nell's energy was confusing at the reunion. Miss Nell was saying some of the most unnecessary things. And it's like, Destiny, that's what you was doing, girl. Okay? A mess. She lacks self-awareness, you guys. She projects. Dion calls Love and Marriage Huntsville a social experiment. Okay, so why is your girl choosing to participate in this social experiment. Oh, somebody comments about the soft spot that Nell says she had for Melody, even though it took 6 weeks to process what has really been the dynamic of her and Mel's relationship. In my opinion, she attached the situation with her mother's illness as a shield to avoid the hard truth of being invested in a friendship that has been a one-way friendship. No matter how much all these cast members want to believe Melody is on the same type of playing field that most adults in a friend and work situation move about, and for the most part adhere to, Melody is different to the extent that she doesn't have authentic fundamentals that allow her to genuinely empathize, rationalize, and course correct through self-accountability. That won't change because she believes her right is final. That's Destiny, though. That's who Destiny is. Okay? A mess. So Destiny says she was around for the mentorship that Nell and Melody had, and she was an engaged woman at the time. So, in other words, she feel betrayed by Miss Nell because she's like, Miss Nell, I had your back. You did mentor Melody and Martel. Okay? It's a mess. Destiny said that Miss Nell likes to pray over people and prophesize. What? Miss Nell? Not Miss Nell. Destiny said that she was very much so affected by Nell's comment about her still needing to grow. You still do need to grow. And this is the thing, Destiny. You, doing all that shiggity to Melody at that reunion, trying to air out dirty laundry, trying to get back at her and punish her for not accepting you back into her life, okay? You doing that will make other people pause, okay? That will make other people pause and not want you in their life. Because nobody wants to be bothered with somebody that, that just wants to exploit, a person and make them look bad. And you, that way on stage, you could feel good about your lottery ticket selling ass. Okay. A mess. It is a mess, y'all. Oh, real quick, I never broke down what Arionne has said. I talked about it in one of the videos, but we never read her posts. So, y'all remember when Melody quit the show, Arionne got on her social media and said, when the tables turn, don't lose your appetite. Eat that shit like I had to. Girl, bye. The fact that you're even commenting on Melody and what she's doing in her life, she's quitting the show. Why you keeping up with her? Okay? You bitches from the first floor, y'all always reaching. I ain't got no crumbs for you, peasant. Okay, you damn sure ain't getting a meal. I may have a few ketchup packets, okay, a mustard packet for your ass. Okay, you can suck out of that, child. Okay, a mess, but it's that's how you know she's obsessed with Melody. Was screwing this woman's husband all that time, and then every little thing that she does, every little move she make, you are right there. So let's see what the people say. So one person says, why is she obsessed with Melody? I just want her to answer that question. Exactly. Another person says they're going to eat her ass up because they're not going to put up with her antics. They can control her. They talking about if Arionne come on that show. Another person says, and God knows she need that check. Another person says she thinks she's about to get some respect. Martel had probably given her some false hope. Now, she was talking mad shit to AL on their little recording conversations, the recorded conversations he got of him and her a mess. Arionne got to saying, yeah, you know, Melody, she should have just accepted the fact that her nigga didn't want her no more, and he wanted me, and, you know, I'm this beautiful young woman. Girl, you acting like that's something new under the damn sun. Okay, there's always gonna be somebody prettier than you. Especially with that face you got. I mean, I'm just saying, shit, I don't call her DW for no reason. And it ain't gonna change, okay? Girl, you are, you a fool. There's always gonna be somebody younger than you. So this whole thing with age, like, bitch, you're getting older every day. So it's really not the flex that you think it is. Yeah, well, I'm just so much more. You ain't so much more of anything. You were willing to sit on the bench, and you can, look, there's some other stuff I want to say, honey, but we gonna try to keep it peachy. Okay? But yeah, you just been on the bench. You ain't get wifed. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never really claimed you. And this is what happens, ladies, when you always play small in life. You take the crumbs that life gives to you, and you keep trying to take those crumbs and make it into a meal. It's not gonna happen. Okay, and this girl loved to rewrite history. Girl, boo-boo, get you some new material, girl. Get it. Get you something new, Coleslaw. Go date a new man. Go do something. Stop sitting on the bench waiting for Martel, to acknowledge you and do right by you. Because if he hasn't all this time, he ain't gonna do it. Okay? A mess. Another person says, somebody put this dummy on a show so she can shut the and get back to work, honey. Yes. Another person says, Mel is a smart woman. I am sure they are not going to be able to say her name or use her likeness. These lames are going to have to work for that paycheck. I hope so. Another person says, Love and Marriage Huntsville has turned into a gang of malicious, envious, jealous, hateful adults who show disdain for one person. Yeah, it's crazy. Another person says the obsession she has with Mel is weird SF. If you got the man and the bag, like you say, why consistently keep the ex-wife name in your mouth or in your thoughts? Absolutely. Exactly. She's trash. That's why. So Destiny says that she didn't admit her age on stage because she didn't want to be typecast. She been dancing and singing for so long. Girl, you ain't really made no money off that like that, because if you really did, you wouldn't be on the Social Experiment. So, girl, you just look silly. And they telling her, girl, your age is public record. Yeah, they showed it when you got arrested. I mean, I'm just saying, listen. So, yeah, girl, ain't nobody thinking about you. Spike Lee ain't getting ready to, he ain't about to, Tyler Perry, I don't see him fooling with you. So, girl, ain't nobody trying to cash you for shit. Okay, you gonna be one of Carlos's dummies. Okay, that's about what you gonna do. This girl has always played an extra, right? She was like never the star of something. Put in the comments if she was. But I think you always was an extra. So, girl, and you still an extra on Love and Marriage Husband. I mean, I'm just saying shit. I'm going to tell the truth and nothing but it. Okay, listen. But she get to saying she looked damn good. This is the thing, though, Destiny, and I always would give you props and say you're a very beautiful woman. But you really, you know what? Let me get you together. It don't matter how good you look. If you behave in the way in which you behave, these niggas and whoever, they just go pass you right on by like the men been doing, honey. They go be like, next. Because it ain't just about how you look, it's how you treat people. Do you have morals, values, ethics, decorum? You know, you can't just be throwing people under a bus and they looked out for you and paid your electric bill, okay? Like, you can't just be treating people like dirt. Don't nobody care about how good you look. They don't. They don't. Destiny, you didn't want to admit your age because you know on a certain level you too damn old to pull the clown moves that you be pulling. That's why you didn't want to say your damn age. It wasn't because of your acting career. Destiny get to talking about she's only human. Girl, that is not, that's not it. Okay? That's not accountability. This lady ain't even holding you accountable. What is it that she do? And why do you feel the need to hide behind her? Like, why you don't just do your show by yourself? That's another thing I noticed with Destiny. She's very codependent. It just always need to be attached to somebody. Okay? Destiny says it's really not her nature to really, to really spill all that type of tea on Melody. So why did you do it? Okay? Like, if something is not your nature, you don't do it. So, a mess. So Destiny says it was an adult in the room with Melody and Martel, allegedly. And it was somebody that was a part of her glam team. I thought that they were probably talking about Arionne. I don't know. This girl be lying so much. So, I don't know, child. A mess. So, Dion, honey, she says she ain't worried about no defamation lawsuits because in order for her to be sued for defamation or Destiny to be sued for defamation, there would have to be some lies told. So you just believe what this woman is telling you, even though she wasn't even there for all of that stuff that she was saying? Okay. Because a lot of people feel like Melody may end up suing Destiny. She needs something at this point because that's too much. So Destiny, honey, tells the people that she had a threesome in college. She got the t-shirt and she don't need to get it no more. Now, listen, you knew what you were doing as far as the whole grooming. You knew that would be a trigger word. You knew that would make you look like you were this victim. You knew what that would do. You knew that would blow this whole thing up. You knew what you were doing when you said that. So she's like on her platform trying to clear it up and being coherent and really, you like your demeanor on your platform versus how you was acting at that reunion. You was acting like a savage at that reunion. Now you Sister Mary Clarence with Dion and want us to feel sorry for you, and you didn't really mean what you said because you know it got a negative connotation to it. Like, girl, who you trying to convince? Us? Okay, or yourself, or your life coach, whoever that is. Dion says, honey, Destiny did not defame Melody's character because, people just kept asking, are you nervous, Destiny? Okay? Are you nervous that Melody is coming after you? And Dion said, well, I guess having your character revealed would be uncomfortable. Okay? A mess. Now, Dion has never liked Melody. She used to speak a lot openly about Melody. She trying to cover that hate up, honey. A mess. So, Destiny feels like it's such a double standard and it's hypocrisy coming from Melody. she feel like Melody accused her of sleeping with Martel, but then on the show, it was her that's saying, hell, if that's what I wanted to do, I could have slept with both of them, you know. Child, a mess. I'm paraphrasing, y'all. It's a mess. You just shouldn't have did what you did. You did way too much. And something tells me you did that because you felt like that's what you needed to do. The people that be in the most desperate, destitute places in life, situations in life, those are the people that need to come up. Melody already up. So you down trying to come up and you figure you will push her down. Okay, and then I didn't like how Dion tried to minimize everything that Destiny did and tried to downplay it and make it look like, all she was saying is that, you know, they were swingers and, you know, Melody is just this sexual person. They didn't say any names, okay? They didn't say no names, but we all know who they talking about. Okay? But it's a mess. It's a mess. It's like, when did you go hold Destiny accountable for her bad behavior? Because that's just too much. And you got too much going on. And then she got to talking about her son and all the stuff that's been said about my son. And everybody worry about Melody having kids. And, you know, and it's just like, girl, I never heard Melody say nothing about your damn son. Never. Okay, it was Sunny that said what she said, but I guess Destiny feel like Melody and Sunny teamed up to try to take her down. Girl, they didn't need to. Don't nobody got to do much to bring you down, bitch. You already down. You the one that don't know it. Okay, sure, a mess. Child, it's time for me to go because now they trying to pray and I don't know what God that they praying to. I don't think it's the same one that you and I pray to. So it's, look, it's a wrap. Cut. Listen, okay. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm your girl Brand New and I will check y'all out in the next video.